We live in a mental institution, 'cause everything's crazy, crazy, crazy. They're doing away with borders. It's a new world. It's a new day. There is a new world order coming to your town. You better get ready. You better get ready. All right. It's a new day. It's a new way. It's a new day. It's a new way.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. It is Saturday night, and you are not going to believe what I got for you right here on Revolution Radio. Welcome to the Samsel Report. This is the weekend wrap-up, wherein we wrap up the previous week's headlines. This show is coming to you live from beautiful Clearwater, Florida. That's right. And the phone line is up. And the number to call in is 314-720-6835. Because I want to hear from you. Okay? All right? Okay, let's get this here show on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, our government is a cesspool of corruption. Our industrial might is a thing of the past, and the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, well, they're being trashed by a treasonous, out-of-control government intent on enslaving the American people. Now, I know it sounds just like some low-budget horror movie, but you know what, ladies and gentlemen? Do you know what? Well, we live in the Twilight Zone. Oh, yes, we do. You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance. You are bombarded by the conditioning illusion projected forth by corporate and government-controlled mass media. A world of mind-controlled automatons, unable to think or speak out or stand up for themselves. You're entering a world where everything is just the opposite of what you think it is. You are living in the Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone. Oh, yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We live in the Twilight Zone. The mainstream media is a weapon that is being used to control and dumb down the American people. even as they are raped financially, their rights and liberties trampled upon, and America destroyed by design. And now it's time for an important message, especially for you listeners out there. Oh, yes, because this here program on Revolution Radio is listener supported. And that means you, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. If you like this network and if you like this program, then please send us money. Now, we don't want a whole lot of money. Oh, no. All we want is whatever you can spare. That's it. So, please help to fund this broadcasting network. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. You need this broadcasting network. Revolution Radio is the voice of truth and freedom that you won't hear anywhere else. So, please help support informative, entertaining, fabulously original, innovative, cutting-edge, enlightening, mind-expanding, and awe-inspiring programs just like this one. Yes, it is the Samsel Report, and it is heard only, exclusively, on Revolution Radio. So send us money. Okay? All right? Okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Free your mind. And your ass will follow. That's right. Oh, yes, and no truer words have ever been spoken. You're riding with Wild Bill's Freedom Posse. That's right, you're riding with the Freedom Posse right here on Revolution Radio. Now look, I know it's late. It is Sunday night, but you don't want to go to bed? Hell no! You're going to stay up late tonight so that you can listen to your favorite program, the Samsel Report on Revolution Radio. So, there you go. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What? Looky here. Looky here is our first headline. That's right. Here comes our first headline. All right, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Our first headline. Police appeal to the public to stop filming them shooting black people. Oh, yes, you heard right. That's right. That's the headline. Here's the story. Police all across the United States have launched an appeal to the public to try and curb the amount of video recordings of black people getting shot. Look out. The plea comes after a video was posted on YouTube showing LAPD officers struggling with a homeless man in broad daylight before shooting him to death. Oh, yes, that's right. Officers responding to a burglary call in the impoverished Skid Row area of Los Angeles got into an altercation with a homeless man known only as Africa. That's right. Soon, however, they opted to end the struggle by the application of several bullets to the head. The video, the latest in the U.S. cops shoot black people genre, was met with fury from across the online community, which led the chief of police in Los Angeles to issue a heartfelt statement to the public. It is with great regret that I inform you about a video recording of 6 police officers shooting a homeless man, which has turned up online. So said Mike Lockhart, wiping tears from his eyes. In these trying times, we would appeal to those of you with smartphones, tablets, or Super 8 video cameras to please refrain from capturing footage of our officers as they kill people on the streets. It's really, really making us look bad, folks. Please knock it off. That's right. That's right. Look out. I tell you what. Come on. Give these guys a break. Okay? They just don't shoot only black people. They'll shoot you no matter what color you are. That's right. And they love to taser women, old folks, and bums on the street. They like to shoot kids with toy guns. Blow 'em right away, no questions asked. That's right. They're also very fond of breaking down people's front doors and shooting people's dogs, too. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it. And the next time you accuse cops of singling out blacks to gun down in the streets, do a little research, people. You'll find that cops really don't care who you are. Why, they'd no sooner shoot you dead than spit in your eye. Welcome to the police state, ladies and gentlemen. This year, the killing in L.A. brings the number of black people shot to death by police nationwide to an unconfirmed number because nobody's keeping track anymore. That's right. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think we ought to do with that one, huh? What do you think? Let's put that one where it belongs, okay? All right. And just put that one in there. There you go. There you go. Oh, there you have it. There you go. There you have it. Okay? All right? Okay? You're listening to the Samsel Report. This is the weekend wrap-up right here on Revolution Radio. Let us now continue, ladies and gentlemen, with our look at the previous week's headlines. Okay? Our next headline. Obama issues massive new executive order. Oh, yes, look out. The media ignores it. Last month, a federal judge issued a temporary injunction against President Barack Obama's unilateral changes to immigration laws, bringing to a halt the implementation of his unconstitutional amnesty for illegal immigrants. However, The Obama administration has more or less ignored the judge's order and are pushing ahead with their plans in spite of the injunction. Now, just this week, Obama announced yet another unilateral executive action to change immigration laws. This time, he significantly loosened the rules surrounding a certain type of guest worker visa known as an L-1B visa. Now, the L-1B visa allows multinational corporations to transfer employees from foreign countries into the United States, provided they have some sort of specialized knowledge, which is a broad and generalized term that can virtually apply to anything. Making matters worse, there is virtually no oversight of the L-1B visa program. Nobody really knows for sure how many LB1 workers are already in the country. And if they have overstayed their visas, they don't know that either. So, there you have it. There you go. There you have it. All right. Okay, let us continue on with our look at the previous week's headlines. Our next headline. This state just voted to ignore all of Obama's executive orders. That's right, you heard right. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes. Barack Obama is not afraid to wield executive power to accomplish his agenda. Whether he is ordering immigration officials to ignore deportation laws or mandating certain crimes not to be prosecuted, Obama loves to run America by his own rules. But I tell you what, though, Arizona just came up with a surprising plan to stop Obama's end run around democracy. This state's move could prove to be the first among many states rejecting Obama's overreaching. However, the defiant bill does not stop there. Oh, no. No. It also prohibits the state or any of its political subdivisions from using any personnel or financial resources to enforce, administer, or cooperate with a policy directive issued by the United States Department of Justice to law enforcement agencies in this state that has not been affirmed by a vote of Congress and signed into law as prescribed by the United States Constitution. Now, what do you think of them apples? Huh? What do you think of that? Huh? You're riding with Wild Bill's Freedom Posse. That's right, you're riding with the Freedom Posse right here on Revolution Radio. And we continue with our look at the previous week's headlines. Our next headline. Are you ready for this? Our next headline. Obama demands Ted Cruz's birth certificate. That's right. Oh, yes, indeed. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Obama demands Ted Cruz's birth certificate. How do you like them apples, huh? 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 Earlier today, President Barack Obama made headlines by calling for an investigation into whether Texas Senator Ted Cruz is legally qualified to be president. Now, Cruz, born in Canada to an American citizen, has long claimed that he is eligible to be president. Obama has long challenged this assertion. this, okay, Obama doesn't go along with that. Okay, show me the birth certificate, demanded Obama. That's right. At a press conference, he said, show me the birth certificate. I think the American people have a right to know what Ted Cruz is hiding and whether or not he is who he says he is. I mean, do you really want to turn the United States of America into Canada by having a Canadian run the country? Man, that's what Obama said. Those were his words. Ted Cruz fired back. Oh yes, Ted Cruz fired back by saying, President Obama has long identified as a Kenyan, so he shouldn't talk. If a Kenyan can be president, then so can a natural-born Canadian. There you go. That's what Ted Cruz had to say. Oh yes, but it's okay to have a black guy born in Kenya who wants to turn this country over to the illegal foreign nationals. That's right. Obama wouldn't turn over his birth certificate. And when he finally did, it turned out to be a fake. It was a forgery. It had been photoshopped. That's right. In fact, Obama's entire history has been fabricated. In reality, Obama was chosen, groomed, programmed, and installed by the New World Order globalist elites. Why? Well, in order to carry out their agenda by playing the part of the first black president of the United States. In fact, if his real history were made known to the American people, he would never been gotten elected. That's right. Or he would be booted out of office. That's right. Had only the American people realized their judgment in error. Or their error in judgment. That's right. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. This guy isn't working for you, or me, or the American people. Oh no, this guy is a freaking joke. Oh yes, a joke played on this country and its people by the global elite and their New World Order. Oh, yes, the joke is on you, ladies and gentlemen. The joke is on you, Black America. Because you elected this guy. That's right. Oh, yes. You drank the Kool-Aid, Black America. That's right. And you still don't get it, do you? Huh? I.E. Ferguson, Missouri. Okay? All right. And you know what? This joke is totally not funny. Oh no, not in the least. Have you checked your bank accounts lately, huh? That's if you got any money in the bank account. America, you are getting screwed. I mean, you are getting raped, people. Up to now, you haven't been paying attention, and it's as if you don't feel it. But you're getting raped just the same, baby. But pretty soon now, you're going to start feeling it. Oh, yes, you're going to start feeling it because the brother is on his way out. The powers that be have just about used this guy up for all he is worth. Now they're going to send in the sister to take up where the brother left off. And the agenda will simply continue marching on. Oh, yes. The two-ring circus is coming to town. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. And all the clowns are lining up for the show. All the freaks are putting on their acts for all the dumb, stupid animals in their cages. That's us, ladies and gentlemen. We are considered the dumb, stupid animals living in our cages. If we jump when they tell us, they might throw us a few scraps. Like temporary low energy prices or a temporary stronger dollar. Are you going to get caught up in all this crap again? Huh? Are the American people going to fall for the same old song and dance? Huh? But wait a minute. Hold on. Hold everything. I got a plan. Ladies and gentlemen. What we need is an alternative choice. Yes, we need an alternative choice to who or whatever the Republicans and Democrats have to offer. That's right. What we need is someone or something to counter all the bullshit we're being fed by the politicians and the mainstream media. That's right. Now, internet radio is kicking mainstream media's butt. Oh, yes. Only the brain-dead sheeple are tuning into the mainstream media. That's right. Anybody who can still think is tuning them guys out. Now, what we need is an alternative to whatever the criminals in D.C. decide to throw at us. Okay? All right? I propose that we run a brick. Oh, yes, you heard right. I said a brick. Let us run a brick against whoever the Democrats and the Republicans field for the race. What's that? Huh? What? You don't think a brick could win the election? Now, hold on a minute. I tell you what. I tell you what. A brick won't make campaign pledges that it'll break once it gets into office. Huh? A brick won't make promises it knows it can't keep. A brick certainly will not lie to the American people. A brick won't take monetary bribes from corporations or accept campaign funds from foreign governments. Now, you can trust a brick. Oh, yes. It's not going to do anything that will negatively impact you or your family in any way, shape, or form. Why? A brick in the Oval Office won't do anything at all. It'll just sit there on the desk and do nothing, which is far more preferable to the continuation of the globalist agenda. And you know what? You can throw a brick. Can you imagine? We could all throw bricks at these people. Now, that would wake them up now, wouldn't it? That would get their attention. Oh, yes. That's just what they need. A few bricks upside their heads. Maybe then they'd get the message. Forget throwing tea bags at them or shoes. Remember when somebody threw a shoe at Bush? Huh? Remember that? It should have been a brick. That's right. Throw a brick at a politician. That's right. And hope it makes an impact. A brick would make quite an impression. That's right. Perhaps a brick is just what the doctor ordered. Now, a brick could solve our southern border crisis. Oh, yes. It could get all its friends together and wall off the entire southern border. Right? Am I right? To hell with the globalist plan for a North American Union. Now, wouldn't that throw a monkey wrench in the works? Neither party will do anything to stop it, let alone admit being sold out to support its covert implementation. What we need is bricks, ladies and gentlemen, lots and lots of bricks on the southern border. A brick in the presidency would be trustworthy. Oh, yes. The global elite and the international banks and corporations could not control a brick in the White House. Of course, a brick would accomplish nothing at all during its tenure in office, but wouldn't that be preferable to a continued slide down the slippery slope of slavery and servitude? The puppet masters sure as hell can't make a brick dance to their tune. Oh, no. Oh, no. That brick'll just sit there. That's right. That's right. Just think how much that will piss 'em off. Huh? Huh? Now, I'm telling you that a brick is the way to go. Okay? At least it'll give us some breathing room. That's right. 4, maybe 8 years of breathing room. Maybe then we could repair some of the extensive damage done to this country and our society by the globalist elite and their criminal cohorts in Washington, D.C. So, there you go. There you have it. There you go. Let's stick that one in the corral with the rest of them. Get on in there. Get your cell phone in there. Get on in there. You get on in there. Boy, boy. There you have it. There you go. There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. And I tell you what, we'll be right back after this important message.
Yes, it's Charlie Danger, private detective. Danger, defender of the Constitution. And now, Charlie Danger, private detective.
Get this and get it straight. Crime is a sucker's road, and those who travel it today are more cunning, traitorous, and evil than ever. They got big wallets and big ideas and big plans, and they don't like anything or anyone that gets in their way. I ought to know. I'm Charlie Danger. It was a cold, windy day as I sat behind my desk in my cozy little office waiting for a phone to ring that lately hadn't been ringing enough. I sat staring blankly at the wall, listening to the sultry sound of the sax player down the hall practicing for his next weekend's gig. I was trying to decide if I should get up and fix myself yet another drink. Suddenly the door burst open and a beautiful blonde bombshell in a fancy evening dress that fit just right in just the right places strolled into the room. She stood there in her spiked heels looking utterly gorgeous and at the same time a little bit dangerous. I say dangerous because in her pretty little hand was a great big .38 caliber snub-nosed Smith & Wesson, and the business end was pointing right at my ticker.
Yes, there are now 4 Charlie Danger adventures to choose from. Go to hiddenmysteries.com. That's hiddenmysteries.com.
That's right, and you can go to hiddenmysteries.com where you can check out the entire 4-volume set of Charlie Danger, Private Detective. And you can also check out Today's New Atlantis. Okay? That's the good one. You should check that one out first, okay? All right. Or you can check out Coyote Trail. Oh, yes, that's a Western. You're going to love that one. Okay? All right. Anyway. Yeah, you are listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. Free your mind, and your ass will follow. That's right, and no truer words have ever been spoken. Okay, all right, okay. Our next headline. Obama says Michelle is upset because she's not being paid as First Lady. Oh yes, you heard right, ladies and gentlemen. Michelle would point out that First Ladies get paid nothing. So there's clearly not equal pay in the White House when it comes to her and me. That's what Obama said. Those were his words. So Michael's getting a bum, I mean, Michelle is getting a bum deal. All the privileges, all the perks of being the First Lady just doesn't cut it, apparently. The $1 million wardrobe, the multi-million dollar trips abroad, rubbing elbows with the rich and powerful, chumming around with the global elite. What more could Michelle want? Well, she wants to get paid. Plain and simple. My question would be, did Mary Todd Lincoln get a paycheck? Huh? Did Eleanor Roosevelt get paid? Did Jackie Kennedy get paid? Man, oh man, oh man. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Go on, get out of here. Look at them. Look at them all in there. Just look at them. Man, oh man, just like pigs at the slop troughs. Like pigs in a mud puddle. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. How do you like them apples? Huh? Huh? Our next headline. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Okay. All right, here we go. Our next headline. Her Majesty Queen Hillary's van was found parked in a handicap spot while she met with Democrat leaders in high-stakes meeting. Oh yes, that's the headline. Here's the story. Hillary Clinton's campaign van made an appearance in Council Bluffs, Iowa on Thursday for a closed-door meeting with state Democratic Party officials. Hillary walked right past the unmistakable blue parking sign to climb in and out of the van. The meeting inside lasted 90 minutes and the van idled in the handicapped parking space from beginning to end. The media was on hand, of course, but they made no mention of the incident. Next week, Hillary plans to visit an emergency room where her van will block the ambulance entrance for the entire morning. She will also pay a visit to the brave men of the Rosedale Fire Department, where her van will park in front of the garage while blocking the driveway. She also plans to pay a visit to O'Hare International Airport, where her van will be parked in the middle of the runway. A visit to a nearby Jack-in-the-Box drive-thru, where Hillary had planned to park her van overnight, has been canceled. What? Is it me? Is it me or what? Huh? Get on in there. Get your cell phone in there. Get on in there, Hillary Clinton. Park your car where you're supposed to park the damn thing. My God, woman. Park that damn thing where it belongs. Okay? All right. Free your mind, and your ass will follow. That's right. That's right. My God, people. Is it me or what? It is 10:50 here in Clearwater, Florida. That's right. 10:51, actually, which means that a minute ago it was 10:50. But a minute from now it'll be 10:52. So put down your pipe and smoke it. Okay? All right? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let us continue with our look. No, I tell you what. I'll tell you what. We're going to have to go to a break here pretty soon, okay? All right? We're going to have to go to... but before we do, let me ask you this, okay? Let me ask you that. Are you having a good time? Are you having a good time here listening to the Samsel Report? Are you having a good time? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Everybody's having a good time listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. Oh, my God. Oh, look out. Look out. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Boy, oh, boy. You know, sometimes I think I am losing it. Sometimes I think I'm going out of my mind. Oh, yes. Oh, definitely. I don't know whether I'm coming or going anymore. Boy, oh, boy. I tell you what. So, anyway, okay, all right. So you're listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. And I tell you what, hold on, what's this? Let me check. What? Who knows what evil lurks in the halls of Washington? Well, that would be me, Wild Bill Samsel, your host of the Samsel Report. Join me for Wild Bill's Headline Roundup every Saturday night right here on Revolution Radio. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, I tell you what, you know, I'm trying to kill a few minutes here. That's right, I'm trying to kill a few minutes here because I don't want to get into this next story because I don't want to have to chop it up. You know, we're going to have a break here in a few minutes. And so I don't want to start this next headline because it's a pretty good one. You're going to enjoy this next one. Oh, yes. Oh, indeed. It has to do with Hillary. But it's horrifying, man. Let me tell you what. It is horrifying. Oh, yes. I have a video clip. I have a clip that I'm going to play. Of course, you won't be able to see it because this is radio, right? I mean, give me a break here, okay? All right? This is radio, okay? All right. So, what you're going to want to stick around. You're going to want to stick around because I tell you what, you're not going to believe what I got on the other side of this break. Okay? You're not going to believe it. Oh, that's right. You're not going to believe it. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I tell you what. What? Oh, Lassie. We got Lassie. We got Lassie in the studio here. Hold on a second. Hold on. How you doing there, girl? What's going on, baby? How you Good girl. Good girl. That's right. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. That's right. Good. We're going on a break. We'll be back after we have this break. We're going on a break here. That's right. We're going on a break here. Okay? All right? So don't go nowhere. Stay there. We're going on a break. Okay? All right? Hold on a second. We're going on a break, I said. Hold on a minute. No! We're going on a break here in a minute. Okay? All right? Okay? All right? That's right. We're going on a break. Oh, What? I can't help it. I can't help it. We're going on a break. I can't help it. It's not up. It's not. We're going on a break, so don't go away, okay?
Madison Avenue mentality. Look out, it's gonna get ya. Man is gonna get ya. He's gonna get ya. Oh no, gonna get ya. Oh no. Madison Avenue mentality.
And we are back.
Madison Avenue mentality. Look out, it's gonna get ya. Man is gonna get ya. He's gonna get ya. Oh no, gonna get ya. Oh no. Madison Avenue mentality.
You are listening to the Samsel Report, coming to you live.
That's right, from beautiful Clearwater, Texas. I mean, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. My goodness, all of a sudden I'm in Texas. Oh, man, I tell you what, must be Hillary. Hillary must have something to do with it. Because our next headline you're not going to believe. Okay? All right? Our next headline, ladies and gentlemen. Brain-dead young Hillary supporters try to name her accomplishments. That's right. That's right. A television correspondent talked with young Hillary Clinton supporters at George Washington University about her possible run for the White House in 2016. Oh, my God. God, please don't allow my horrible prediction to come true. Because if she gets in there, we can all bend over and kiss our asses goodbye. Okay? This country will be finished, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what you are about to hear will rock you to the core. These are not actors, but actual students of George Washington University. Now, their responses are their own words and have not been coerced in any way. Okay? Now, be advised that you may find the following clip to be shocking, to say the least. But for those of you that are faint of heart, be advised. Listen to this at your own risk. It may very well induce coronary failure. Okay? All right? So are you ready for this? We have a clip. Let us go to the clip.
I'm Michelle Fields for PJTV, and we're out here at George Washington University asking young Hillary Clinton supporters what they think her biggest accomplishment was as Secretary of State.
I think it'd be really cool to have a woman president, but she'd have to overcome some issues before getting there.
Definitely when you think about the fact that we already have had our first African-American president, I think this is really an era of progression in American politics, and we could set the stage for really set an example for the rest of the world. If we have our first African-American president and then immediately follow that with our first woman president, that would just be amazing.
I'm honestly a huge Hillary fan. I think that Hillary can do a lot for this country. I loved her tenure as Secretary of State. I'm actually doing my senior thesis on it at the moment. So, I mean, if I could see her run for president, I'd definitely vote for her.
That would be really cool because she's a woman and it's woman empowerment.
She'd be the first candidate that I would vote for.
I think she should go for it. Yeah, I agree. Why not?
I think Bill's got a lot of followers and he owes her one, so why not?
I think she's the most obvious Democratic candidate.
I think it would be really interesting to have yet another legacy of like continuing the Clintons. Like we've had multiple Bushes, like having another Clinton, like having just that continued legacy seems kind of weird. But I mean, Hillary is an amazing woman. She's done so much. And the idea of having a woman as president is really exciting. So I think it would be cool.
I think that this country is ready for a female president. I'm not a feminist, but, you know, ready for a new, fresh face out in office.
What?
Man, oh man, oh man. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so everybody loves Hillary, and they can't wait to vote her into office. My question would be, why? What has she done? What are her accomplishments? Why vote for Hillary? You know what they said? Do you know what they said?
What do you think is her greatest achievement as Secretary of State?
I'm not really sure. I'm not that into politics.
I don't know. It's a tough question. I don't know. I really don't know.
Definitely not the Benghazi ordeal, right?
Whoa. I have no clue.
There's just so many. Just the fact that she's been such a world leader and just recognized all over as doing so many great things. Like, I don't even know that I could pick a single accomplishment.
Her soft power approach, I think, was a very big and positive contrast to the previous 8 years under the Bush administration, and I think really, gained America's credibility abroad and was very positive for the U.S. in general.
As Secretary of State, she has just done a great job in not letting things deteriorate. Honestly, I'm not very up to date with politics, but I know she hasn't made a major mistake, and that would definitely be an accomplishment.
What do you think is her greatest achievement as Secretary of State?
Well, she didn't have that many before she gave up that role.
And the way she handled Benghazi was remarkably adept at international affairs, so I really respect her for that.
So you think probably Benghazi is one of her best accomplishments?
I mean, no accomplishment is without fail, but I think that it ranks pretty high up on the level of emergency that it presented and how well it was handled. So yeah, I would definitely say that Benghazi is her high point.
There you go. Her high point, ladies and gentlemen, is Benghazi. Okay. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The brain dead just love Hillary. They can't wait to vote for her because she's a woman. I said because she's a woman. They don't know diddly squat about her, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. After all, it was the brain dead that voted Obama into office. It'll be the brain dead who puts Hillary in there. Now, this is Twilight Zone stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. This is Twilight Zone stuff here. Oh, man. What, are you kidding me? Come on. What, are you kidding me? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is Twilight Zone stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. The media-headed zombies are crawling out of the woodwork all of a sudden. Oh, yes. Hillary Clinton, the Pied Piper of the mentally challenged masses. Oh, yes. That's right. Now, I don't know about you, but it frightens the hell out of me. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Let us continue with our look at the previous week's headlines. Now, this one, you might find this one interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Our next headline: Monsanto creates the first genetically modified strain of marijuana. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, you heard right. St. Louis, Missouri, home of Monsanto headquarters. Monsanto, the billion-dollar agribusiness giant, has announced today that it has patented the first genetically modified strain of marijuana. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Monsanto is ready to lead the way. That's right. They are ready to lead the way to marijuana legalization and a whole new industry based on hemp. GMO hemp, that is. Monsanto's interest in marijuana has been interpreted by experts as the precursor to a major shift in marijuana policy in the United States. It is believed that the company would not have invested so much time, energy, and money if it had not had previous knowledge of the federal government's openness towards the legalization of marijuana. Hey, and let me tell you something. Monsanto's GMO pot will blow your mind. Your hair might turn gray and fall out, but you won't care. That's right. Besides, didn't you want to see a whole new hemp-based economy controlled by Monsanto? Look at what they've done for farmers and agriculture all over the world. Why, in the eyes of the brain-dead masses, this one move could change Monsanto's image from one of the most hated corporations in the world to one of the most loved. Hey, look, if they can love Hillary, they can love Monsanto too. Okay? All right? Okay? All right? There you have it. There you go. There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. You're riding with Wild Bill's Freedom Posse. That's right, you're riding with the Freedom Posse right here on Revolution Radio. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Our next headline. Pat Robertson. Pat Robertson. That's right. I said Pat Robertson. He's always good for a laugh, isn't he? Isn't he? Huh? Huh? Pat Robertson. You know what he says? He says, this is what he says. He says, gays will force Christians to like anal sex, and God only knows what else. Oh yes, that's the headline, ladies and gentlemen. Now for the story. Right-wing televangelist Pat Robertson is always good for a laugh. On one of his recent broadcasts, Pat had this to say. Most gays, if they're having a wedding, don't want pizza. They want cake. Oh yes, that's what Pat Robertson had to say. Those were his words. He told 700 Club viewers, it's the cake makers that are having a problem. Okay? He warned Christian business owners of all types that gay customers will eventually make you conform to them. That's what Pat Robertson had to say. He also said, you're going to say that you like anal sex. You like oral sex. You like bestiality. Sooner or later, you're going to have to conform your religious beliefs to the support of some abhorrent thing. And it won't stop at homosexuality. Christian beliefs will come under assault until everything and everything is acceptable. Robertson lamented. It is a sick world that we are living in. To tell a florist that she's got to provide flowers for a particular kind of wedding? Now, what if somebody wanted to marry his dog? My God! Well, hold on, Pat. Take a breather now, Pat. Relax, Pat. Okay? All right? What do you think this is? The 20th century? Could you try to have a little more tolerance for people? So if a gay couple wants a wedding cake, what the hell? I could care less. You're going to have to ease up on your scruples a little bit, pal. You can't have it all your own way. How about a little live and let live, huh? Come on, Pat. Look, if the shoe was on the other foot, you'd be singing a different song altogether now, wouldn't you? If you woke up one morning and decided that you like boys or dogs or electronic devices, you wouldn't be so quick to condemn, would you? I mean, you'd keep your mouth shut then, wouldn't you? Well, perhaps you wouldn't exactly keep your mouth shut, but you wouldn't be complaining quite so loudly either. Okay? All right? You know, Jesus said, love everybody. Now, who are you to question those who interpret those words literally? How can you have a free country if people aren't free to boff anybody they please? Where have you been, man? Don't you watch TV or movies? Don't you listen to pop music? LGBT is the latest thing, man. Why, everybody's experimenting and playing around. People are giving it a try, and they're liking it, too. And according to the academics at Cambridge, it's perfectly natural for males to be aroused by nearly anything that moves. So what's the harm in that? Huh? Hell, I'm becoming aroused just reporting on all this stuff. And so, in closing, Pat, take my advice, okay? You got to chill out, all right? You're going to give yourself a heart attack one of these days. And by the way, those 3 young boys you engaged for this evening, they're waiting for you in your office, okay? All right? Okay? All right?
Strange, but true.
I don't know. I can't take this no more. I can't take this no more. What is it, me? Am I going out of my mind here or what? Huh? It just keeps getting crazier and crazier, man. I tell you what, it just keeps getting crazier and crazier. I think I'm going cuckoo here. I think... I think I'm going cuckoo here all of a sudden. Okay?
Some say the man is crazy.
He's crazy.
A raving conspiracy theorist.
He's nuts.
Look out, because here he comes, the Crimson Crusader of conspiracy comedy, the one, the only, Wild Bill Samsel. Yes, it's Wild Bill, right here on Revolution Radio.
That's right. I am the Crimson... What is it? The Crimson Crusader of conspiracy So put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right? Okay? All right? Man, oh man. Free your mind. And your ass will follow. That's right. So, there you go. There you have it. There you go. Okay? All right. Okay, all right. Let us continue now with our look at the previous week's headlines. Okay? Our next headline, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Christie caught red-handed stealing $380,000 from taxpayers to pay for his lavish lifestyle. That's right. You heard right. My God. In a new development that should surprise no one, it turns out that Governor Chris Christie failed to report or pay taxes on over $380,000 in allowances of public money. Oh, yes, you heard right. It's just another black mark on a growing laundry list of shady practices that have come to define Chris Christie. Okay, all right. Mr. Christie traveled to New Hampshire this week, where he announced Tuesday morning that he plans to raise the age for Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid benefits. Oh, yes, along with the minimum age of early retirement. ho, look out, people. But the lengthy list of corruption charges, criminal abuses of power, and the sheer brazen willingness to take advantage of his position should disqualify him from the White House. Oh, yes. The wanton use of public funds with no remorse by Mr. Christie should be recognized as grave warning for what he might do if he had access to America's budget. Whoa, look out. Don't let him get his dirty little fingers in there. Oh, no. I tell you what, this guy likes to live like a king. Oh, yes. That's because he is king-sized, ladies and gentlemen. He likes everything big. That's right. He likes big cars, big houses, big, fat, juicy steaks. That's right. And he likes to pay for it with other people's money. That's right. That's right. So I tell you what we do with Chris Christie. You know what we do with Chris Christie? Chris Christie? Get on in there, Chris Christie. Get yourself on in there. Look at him in there. Look at him in there. There's Hillary. There's Michelle Obama. There's George Soros over there in the corner. There's Biden and Gore. The whole bunch of them are in there. Boy-yo, 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 boy. Look out. They're all in there, in the pigsty. That's right. Boy, oh boy, I tell you what, it just keeps getting crazier and crazier, doesn't it? I don't make this stuff up, you know. I don't sit around here and make this stuff up. Come on now, give me a break here. I'm just trying to do the best I can with what I got here, okay? All right. Am I losing my mind or what here? I think I'm going out of my mind here, lady. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Oh, look out. Look out, ladies and gentlemen. Look out. It's coming at you, baby. It's coming at you. Look out. But we can look at this stuff. We can handle it. We can, you and me, hey, we can handle it, okay? All right? Okay? We can handle it. Our next headline. Former New York Mayor Bloomberg. You know what he said? He said environmentalists should threaten Congress, gun makers, and families. Oh, yes, that's what Bloomberg had to say. Those were his words. That's the headline. Here comes the story. Look out. Former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg says environmentalists should threaten Congress, gun makers, and families that support the NRA. That's what he said. That's right. I swear to God, that's what he said. Okay? All right? I've always thought that the pro-environmental groups should get a lot tougher and should be more threatening. That's what he said. And we need to go after people that burn coal or make guns or make cigarettes. That's what he said. Doing so, he added, could save lives. Bloomberg made the statements during a discussion on climate change and new energy investments with Environmental Defense Fund President Fred Krupp. That's right, I said Fred Krupp. Fred Agenda 21 Krupp. That's right. Oh, yes. Of course, Bloomberg's comments were completely ignored by the media. Oh, yes. Completely ignored. Now, Bloomberg is most loved for outlawing 32-ounce big gulps. That's right. After all, he's just looking out for his constituents' well-being. Shutting down gun makers, the NRA, and outlawing guns would save lives. And we should get tough on carbon. Oh yes, we should get tough on climate change deniers. That's right. Death to all burners of coal. Tax the hell out of carbon. You know, Mike could make a lot of money on the carbon exchange. That's right. But that's not the point. The point is, Mike has a deep, heartfelt concern for his money. I mean, his fellow man. That's right. Mike, we love you, baby. We love you. We love you, sweetheart. We love you. Get in there with the rest of them big, fat, slobbering old, big old, fat pigs in there. Get on in there. Get yourself on in there, Bloomberg. And sit there. Big old fat butt right in there. Get on in there. Get yourself on in there. Get on in there. There you go. There you have it. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen. And you heard it first right here on the Samsel Report. That's right. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. It just keeps getting crazier and crazier. Yes, it does. Our next headline. Billionaire George Soros spent $33 million bankrolling Ferguson demonstrators. Oh, yes, you heard right. Why? Well, why? To create an echo chamber and drive national protests. That's right. He wanted to use Ferguson to ignite the entire country. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, that's the headline. Here's the story. Liberal billionaire George Soros donated $33 million to help turn events in Ferguson from a local protest into a national flashpoint. Oh, Georgie boy, we love ya. We love ya, Georgie boy. Organizers from professional groups in Washington, D.C. and New York will bust into the Missouri town to coordinate messaging and lobby the news media to cover events using the billionaire's funding. The cash was reportedly funneled into keeping up the numbers of protesters over a period of months by bringing in outside activists. So, if you look behind the protesters in the streets of Ferguson, what you find is George Soros's money. $33 million to stir up the doo-doo and spread it around. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. 33 million bucks to agitate and inflame the situation. 33 million bucks spent in the hope of starting a freaking race war. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen. And this SOB is walking around free as a bird, looking to upset the apple cart by using his money to set the blacks against the whites. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, you heard right. This dirtbag has destroyed economies around the world, and now he's using his dirty money to undermine the United States. That's right. He is looking to undermine the United States, its economy, and its people. This here pile of dung gets away with it because he buys off the politicians. His money influences the government. That's right. Why, if it was up to me, I would nail him to a telephone pole by his testicles. That's right. That's right. There's only one place to put this guy. Well, I tell you what. Let's just stand this guy up against a wall and let's just take care of this guy once and for all. Okay? All right? All right? Okay, George. Hey, George Soros. There you go. Give him some more. Give him some more. Give him some George Soros, you dirty, rotten rat. You dirty rat. You dirty rat. Take this. Take this, you dirty, no good for nothing, you stink. Your mama wears army boots. Your mama wears army boots. Take that, you dirty rat. There you dirty rat. There you go. Ah, you dirty, filthy rat. Okay. All right. There you go. George Soros there for you, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That's right. So take that and put it in your pipe and smoke it. Okay? All right? Who knows what evil lurks in the halls of Washington? Well, that would be me, Wild Bill Samsel, your host of the Samsel Report. Join me for Wild Bill's Headline Roundup every Saturday night, right here on Revolution Radio. That's right. There you go. There you have it. There you go. Okay? All right? Except it's not Saturday night. It's Sunday night. Okay? All right? It's Sunday night. Okay? You are listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio, and it's your own damn fault. You ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. You tuned in. Nobody forced you. You've been listening to this crap all night here. It's time. It's time to. Oh, look out! Look out! Free your mind. And your ass will follow. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another week's installment of this Samsel Report. The weekend wrap-up, wherein we wrap up the week's headlines. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, it's enough to make a man break down and cry. Let me tell you something. It's enough to make you just want to just break down and cry, you know? Huh? Am I right? Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? My God. Are we in trouble or what? Did you ever think you would see the day? Did you ever think you would wake up and find yourself living in the freaking twilight zone? My God, people. We live in the freaking twilight zone. I swear to God, I'm not joking around here. We live in the twilight zone. Am I right? Huh? Huh? My God. Oh, my God. We live in the freaking twilight zone. I'm telling you here. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. We live in the twilight zone. You're riding with Wild Bill's Freedom Posse. That's right. You're riding with the Freedom Posse right here on the Samsel Report. Oh, my goodness. Hillary Clinton. That's right. I said Hillary Clinton. That's right. Hillary Clinton. It's horrifying, ladies and gentlemen. It is a freaking nightmare, and you don't wake up. You don't wake up. Hillary Clinton, our next president of the United States of America. My God. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah. It's unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Totally unbelievable. Looking at the news from a different perspective. That's right. Free your mind. Free your mind. Free your mind. Our government is a cesspool of corruption. How do you like them apples? We live in the twilight zone. What, are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. What, is it me? Huh? Is it me or what? Huh? Huh? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. How do you like them apples? The Samsel Report. Free your mind. And your ass will follow. That's right. That's right. That's right. Free your mind. And your ass will follow. Oh yes, no truer words have ever been spoken. All this stuff will drive you crazy. Oh, yes. You know, if you listen to too much of this stuff every day, it will drive you batty. Oh, yes, it will. Oh, yeah. You know, right here on Revolution Radio, we got a whole bunch of different hosts and a whole bunch of different programs. Oh, yes. And these people, they know their stuff. They do their research. And they talk about all the serious stuff. Oh, yes. They get into all the details and all the nitty-gritty, and they get in there and dissect everything up. And man, oh man, these guys are on the ball. Okay? All right? And then I come along. I come along and look out, because we need a break from all this crap. We need a break from all this crap. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, it'll drive you nuts. So you got to be able to laugh at it a little bit, okay? You got to be able to play around with it a little bit, okay? You got to be able to... So that's what I'm here for, okay? All right? But it's almost time for me to be going. Damn, it's almost time for the program to be over. It's time for me to be going.
Hello, I must be going. I cannot stay, I came to say I must be going. I'm glad I came, but just the same I must be going.
For my sake you must stay, for if you go away, you'll spoil this party I am throwing.
I'll stay a week or two. I'll stay the summer through. But I am telling you, I must be going.
That's right. You tell him, Groucho. That's right. Boy, oh boy. Where's Groucho when you need him, huh? Huh? I tell you what. You want to come back next week, okay? Do you want to come back next week? Same time, same station, same place for the Samsel Report, okay? Because I'm having a psychic impression has just clouded over my mind. And that's right. I'm having this psychic impression, and it's telling me that the end of the program is just around the corner. Oh, yes. Oh, man. So, until next week, ladies and gentlemen, God bless all of you people. I love everybody out there, okay? All right? So come back next week to the Samsel Report, okay? All right, will you do that? Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Madison Avenue mentality. Look out, it's gonna get ya. Man is gonna get ya. He's gonna get ya. Oh no, gonna get ya. Oh no. Madison Avenue mentality.